This is Colleen from Texas.
Bret Michaels when The View returns on ABC.
For Bret Michaels, from almost losing his life to a brain hemorrhage to winning Celebrity Apprentice, and now he is back with a brand new album, Custom Built. Please welcome back. We are so glad he's here, Bret Michaels.
Yes.
For the good stuff. Come on.
How are you doing?
How are you, hon? Whoopi, great to see you.
Good to see you.
And I'm with you with the air conditioning. They pull my air conditioning, I'm out. Yeah. That's it. We're gone. No AC, we're out of here.
You're a fighter, man. I don't believe it. Bret, I mean, okay, let's go back to April, because we are so thankful that you're here. You were here not too long ago, but a lot has happened in between. You went in for an emergency appendectomy, and just under 2 weeks after that, you had a brain hemorrhage.
Yeah,
almost took your life.
Yeah, I was in San Antonio. I felt great, and just like most of my life, like the Tonys when I got knocked out, I felt great right up until the board hit me in the head. And you know, this is the best day, and then I'm out cold. And then monkey-like winged creatures were picking me up from Shrek or whatever. I didn't even know what play they were from, but that's the truth, right? So here I am, San Antonio. I feel great. We're ready to play down there at the amphitheater. And appendectomy, I went in, emergency appendectomy, because I fought it all day long. I thought I had a stomach flu, which was a great thing for me to know, because here's what happened. The night I was sitting there, I was sitting on my couch like this, just flipping through. I put my 2 daughters to bed. Christy was back there laying with the girls. I'm flipping through TV. Next thing I know, there was no lead up whatsoever. It just exploded. And I didn't know it was a hemorrhage. I mean, in a million years, never thought that would happen,
most people would think, okay, migraine, headache, I'm going to go to bed and sleep it off.
The way it popped, it was a sound like a gunshot. They call it a thunderclap is what it's called. It went boom, and I was like, okay, and your neck muscle spasm, and as soon as you can't move, your speech is slurred. Your face is, I knew something was wrong.
We have a picture of you in the hospital, and...
Am I naked?
What's with the... Well, but the doctor...
Bandana. Everywhere you go, even under surgery, you're wearing this thing on your head?
He has the glasses.
That's right. You got
Madonna has the comb boobies.
You got your bandana. We know you for that bandana. That is you. But the doctor said that a huge part of your recovery, Bret, because we're all praying for you, the huge part of your recovery was your will. Did you just always know, I'm going to make it through?
Well, when it first happened, what happened was when I got to the emergency room, the actual emergency room, it was 2 different hospitals. When I got to the emergency room, I was very out of it, and I realized why people pass away. I didn't want to get out of the car. My brain was in so much pain, and your neck, and you can't move, and I was like, I don't want to move. And so if it was me, I would just lay there till I either fell asleep, but luckily they came out, put me on a stretcher, went in, CAT scan, and this is when I knew I was in trouble, and I don't get scared about much. I was sitting there, and it went from 2 people in the room to 10 people moving very quickly, and they're hooking me up, and I'm like, can I get a morphine drip, anything? Can you help me out here? Can you give me some drug? And the first thing they said, strangely enough, they asked me if I was a crack addict. I said no. They asked me, they said, do you doing crack cocaine or stuff? I said, absolutely not, man. I'm diabetic, and I've had the appendectomy, and this is how weird it was. It went from that to the doctor looking at me, and he looks over at Christy, says, do you have any kids? I said, yeah, I got 2 daughters. He goes, I would bring them to the hospital.
Oh, my God.
And I was like, my heart, I said, if you weren't trying to scare me before, you just did a good job, because my heart was like, bam, 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 and I go, am I dying? He goes, you have a brain bleed, and it's real serious. We're getting you down to Barrow. And I said, let's rock, do whatever you need to do, and let's go.
Well, you're about to go back on tour now, and so are there any precautions that you take in order to make sure that everything is...
Definitely. Here, as my life would have it, after I had the hemorrhage and I got better, I found out I have a PFO, which is a hole in my heart. I had no clue. I'm like, what's going on? And it's just like a series of bad, and I felt great, right?
A hole in your head, right?
No, it's a combination of both. I'm not sure they can. The brain is already damaged, so they knew they could save that. They're like, it doesn't matter anyway. But the hole in my heart, I was like, you guys got to be kidding me. They literally, as a diabetic, you draw back your insulin, and you have, I've been lifelong type 1, 4 shots a day, you draw it back, you get rid of the air bubbles, right?
Say that again so Sherry can hear it.
All right, Sherry, here you go. You draw it, being a lifelong diabetic, pull it back, get rid of the air bubbles, and what happened is when I went in there and they do this ultrasound air bubble test, right? And they're putting an IV in your arm, and they're dumping all this air into my veins, and I'm going, what do you do? I'm looking at the doctor like, is this it? You've been hired to get rid of me? What's going on? And the next thing you know, you look over and there's all this air traveling right through my heart. Yep, and it was scary. So that operation's in January.
Yeah. You are such
and
a miracle, man.
after that, I'm going to be great. After that, I said it.
You're going to be so great. They're going to be the next American Idol judge.
That's what I'm talking. All right, here's how this happened. Let me explain what happened. I went on all the stuff, and this is, we all know this, right? So we can divulge this secret. When you do stuff like Apprentice and everything, things happen long before the live finale, like stuff. Sure. I already knew I'd fought really hard in that show, so I knew Apprentice was coming. They'd already asked me to do Idol, you know, all this stuff, so it was all coming. I couldn't have got, not that there's any time to have a brain hemorrhage is a good time, but I could not have gotten sick at a worse time. I'm like, you can't do this to me now. Can this wait till after all this? Yeah. And what happened was, is I went in there, and Simon Cowell made a really nice comment. He simply said, I think Brett would be a great judge, because I think to replace, this is my opinion, on American Idol, there's a lot of talent, and what happens is you need someone in there who's really there for the right reasons, judging it. Simon Cowell may be brutally honest, but he really was looking for talent in there, right? And I think that I would be able to deliver that, but to get imitation of him, I think is a mistake. Yeah. Like to just get someone just to be mean to people.
No, that's not going to work.
One thing,
I just wanted to say, so you have a fabulous soul lady, you got 2 great kids. You're not doing that show anymore, right? That other show.
That Rockish of Love? Rock of Love? No. That may have caused a hemorrhage now that I look back at those
because I wanted to audition. Now, but Brett, you have a new, what you do deliver is you have a new album called Custom Built.
I do.
And can you tell us a little bit about the track that you're going to sing for us?
Yeah, I'm going to do this track. I got a brand new record, just came out. It's called Custom Built, and the song's called Nothing to Lose. And it's a beautiful little ditty.
A little ditty.
Yes. Let me just adjust this microphone here. Hold on.
Do you have an instrument?
Yes, behind you, darling.
You should ask that. Why, Joy? Yes, I do have an instrument right back here.
As long as it...
You will never have to make excuses, but I'm going to make all my excuses. It's early. My voice isn't warmed up. I'm going to do all that ahead of time. Right? I got it. Here we go. We're turned up. Got volume. All right. Again, this is called Nothing to Lose.
Stares in the mirror, her makeup, it don't hide her pain. Yeah, she swore that the last time was the last time she'd fall again, fall again. So close your eyes, just for tonight. She said, let this be alright, 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 alright. Won't you fall down on me, so close I can feel you breathe. Tonight in the darkness, with nothing to lose, if the truth is all we could see. If I fall for you, could you fall for me? I've been tore up and put down, wearing my heart on my sleeve. Yeah, those scars that you wear, well, I got them too. Can't you see? Can't you see? Yeah, we both know better than this. Still we can't resist. Slowly get undressed. Yeah, she does. Won't you fall down on me, so close I can feel you breathe. Tonight in the darkness, with nothing to lose, if the truth is all we could see. If I fall for you, could you fall for me?
it's on.
Yeah, we fall for you. Our thanks to BretMichaels. Hey, check out our website for Brett's tour dates when we come back. Hungry Girls here with bathing suit friendly summer food and cocktails.
Thank you, everybody.
We love you.
Thank you, everybody.